Hi everyone, I'm Rob and welcome back to my channel. And today is a bit of a different video. We are not doing the Tottenham career mode episode today. We are actually doing a bit of a different video. We're doing my personal top 5 favourite recommended teams to use in a career mode on FIFA 20. If you guys could drop a like and subscribe to the channel, that would massively help me out. But nevertheless, if you're new to career mode or don't know what to do for FIFA 20 career mode, then yeah, maybe pay attention in this video and take some advice. I'm no expert on FIFA or football in general, but I love it, so I thought I'd make a video because why not? Alright, so this is not in a specific order, except number 1 is definitely number 1, but the first team that I'll be recommending that you use in FIFA 20 career mode is RB Leipzig. Now, the reason why I'm recommending using this team is very short, sharp and simple. They have a lot of good young players, and that's kind of mixed with a lot of high-rated, decent players in their peak, like the goalkeeper, like Golashki. I can't quite pronounce his name properly. Forsberg, you've got Kevin Campbell, very, very good player. And then you've got younger players who are that good, like Timo Werner, for example. And then you've got a bunch of class defenders, 3 in particular. Nordi Mukiele, Ibrahim Konate, I think that's his first name. I can't actually remember. And Daya Upamecano, they are all very good players. Then you've also got other young guns like Lucas Klosterman, Saraki, Holstenberg. Like, it's such a good team, and it can really grow. And a fun thing to do with Leipzig is just a little challenge to try, and it's a good RTG team. Maybe give them 4 or 5 seasons to try and become European giants, for example. It's not an easy team to do, but I think that it would be a fun career mode for maybe me to do some point in the future. But after the Tottenham career mode, I do have another one planned. It's not Leipzig. But yeah, I do recommend using Leipzig. They're very fun. They're very good, and they've got really good kits as well. So it's all about how the team feels when you play with them. So that's the first choice, RB Leipzig. Alright, so the next team I'm going to recommend that you use on career mode is Chelsea for a few reasons. The first one is similar to Leipzig. They've got a couple of world-class players, you know, Jorginho, Kovacic, Kante, Azpilicueta, you know, those sorts of players come to mind, Pedro, Willian. And then they've got a stupid amount of young players like Christian Pulisic, they've got Hudson-Odoi, they've got Loftus-Cheek, Maatsen, Gilmour, Tamori, Rudiger, and what's his face, Reece James. They've also got Kurt Zouma, Kepa Arrizabalaga. They've got countless more. I don't know if I mentioned Tammy Abraham either. As I say, countless more. Mason Mount as well. They've got so many good young players. It's really good to do a long-term career mode with them. You can make them world beaters. You can make potentially the best team ever created or best team possible on FIFA, because you've got Pulisic, who can stay for the whole time, Abraham, who can stay for the whole time, Hudson-Odoi, who can stay the whole time, Mount, Loftus-Cheek, Kante, who will be good for quite a while. You've got Reece James, who can grow and stay for the whole time. Same with Christensen and Kepa. You've got so many players who, if Chelsea can hold on to for the next 3 to 4 years, they're sorted. They could definitely win the Premier League, maybe even push for European glory. I mean, it might be a stretch now, but in a few years from now, their team is going to be smoking. And considering how well they're doing right now, in real life, they're set. They really are with all these young players. And I think it's fun to do a Chelsea career mode in the 1920 season without not the 1920, like 2019, 2020. But yeah, without making any signings, disabling the very first transfer window. So making it realistic with the transfer ban, Hazard leaving, you've got to work with the very young squad that you've got. Something that Frank Lampard's done very well in real life. I just think it's a really, really fun team to use in career mode. And yeah, so I would highly recommend trying Chelsea out in FIFA 20 career mode. It's really good fun. So, many people are going to disagree with this third choice, But this is for the people that like to just have, those one-season career modes where you just go all out for the Champions League, and also have a competitive domestic league. And that's sometimes hard to come across these days. But on FIFA 20, if you want to be a team, a giant of Europe within probably the first season, it was Bayern Munich last year, but this year it's got to be Real Madrid. Barca have them. Barca have them on their team. But Real Madrid, I think, are the richest team in the game. So I would recommend doing it, not just because they're rich, but it definitely factors into the reason why you should choose them. But you have to look at the fact that they've got so many young upcoming players. They sold Llorente, which is unfortunate, but they've got Ceballos out on loan. They've got Jovic. They've got players that are world class, like Casemiro, Carvajal, Marcelo, Varane, Ramos, Courtois. You've got James and Isco. You've got Modric. You've got Kroos. You've got Bale, who's still relatively good in this game, and Benzema and Hazard. And you can do a massive switch for switch with heaps of transfers. And completely change the squad in the first season thanks to the budget. It's just a good team if you want to dominate football itself. And next up is FC Bayern 2. So the Bayern second team, which is in 3 Liga, which I believe is the third tier of German football. It's in, as I said, the third tier of the Bundesliga, and it's FC Bayern's second team, as you probably presume. Now, they don't really have any standout players. I mean, I would know Sarpreet Singh used to play for the Wellington Phoenix in the Australian League last season, before getting a transfer over to Germany. They've got some good young players like Oliver Batista Meyer. They've got players like Christian Frustel. But the main thing that would be cool here doing something like this, and it would have been good to do with the Barcelona B team, even though I believe the same rules apply for Bayern 2, where they can't compete in the same league as their parent club, of course Barcelona, or in this case FC Bayern. But it would be kind of cool just to put that aside for a FIFA career mode and see what it would be like to try and take a very weak side. No disrespect to Bayern 2 or Barcelona B, for example, but in this case Bayern 2, that's who we're talking about. No disrespect to them, but their side is very weak. So trying to get them up to the top and dethroning Bayern, just think about that for a sec. That would be kind of cool, and there's not really much else to it, guys. That's quite literally the sole, not the sole, but the main reason why I've chosen FC Bayern 2 as one of the top 5 teams that I would recommend using in career mode on FIFA 20. But I just think it would be cool. I mean, maybe I might be able to do one, an FC Bayern 2 career mode dethroning FC Bayern, but that would take so long. So this would be definitely one to do in your spare time, or if you're gonna devote an entire bloody FIFA to it, then go ahead, because I think it would be fantastic and I think it would be a great thing to do. But I just thought I would chuck these guys in there because it would just be cool. It would just be really cool to see them shine one day. And it's also that little bit of any RTG, that little bit you get of that confidence, that little sigh of relief, but that feeling of confidence whenever you take a struggling team on paper to world beaters. Like, for example, if you take FC Bayern 2 to be better than the first team, the Bayern first team, that would be, just imagine that. That's the main reason why I've put this on this list. Just dethrone Bayern with Bayern 2. That would be awesome. Alright guys, my number 1 pick for the top 5 best teams to use on career mode in FIFA 20, it's Arsenal. Arsenal, bro, they are such a good team to use in career mode. I love doing Arsenal career modes. I've got one off camera that I don't do with YouTube, I just do it in my spare time. It's so fun. First season, you don't really have to change a lot. and you go for the top 4 first season, you probably sign a centre-back, sell Mustafi. You can definitely do it differently. You can even just use the team that you've got for a few years without making many, if not any, changes to the side. But what I did was I've sold Mustafi, brought in not a great centre-back, but a decent one. I think it was Masakio. And you bring in a left mid, so then you can play Aubameyang and Lacazette up top together, or you play Aubameyang out on the left, or put one of them on the bench. It's challenging. An Arsenal career mode is challenging, but it's not stupidly hard. You can hit the top 4 in the first season, but if you really want to challenge yourself, try win the Premier League in that first season. Tell me how that goes, and don't be a smartass and just say, oh, I've turned it on beginner, blah blah blah, and just sim the entire season, whatever. Don't do that. Just do what I do, make it as challenging as possible, but not impossible, if you know what I mean. Basically, just try and win the Premier League with Arsenal in your first season. They've got a very, very good bank balance in FIFA. They've got a good attack. You don't really need to touch the attack unless you want to play Aubameyang and Lacazette up top together, because in my opinion Aubameyang's a better striker than he is a left winger. And it's just so fun. Ceballos, by the way, love using Ceballos. He is very good in FIFA 20, as is Guendouzi. They are both just overpowered, bro. Pepe is very good in FIFA as well. So yeah, there's lots of things you can do with Arsenal. I actually can't put my finger on it. I don't know really what's the main upside of using Arsenal in a career mode, but it's just really good. It's a really good career mode. I think it really gets me into the career mode vibe, that kind of zone of, you know, I'm ready to play FIFA and do this Arsenal career. I really don't know what it is, but it is so fun doing an Arsenal career mode. And Arsenal have very good kit on FIFA. Their players have good boots. Their players string together really well. It's a shame they don't do that in real life. And yeah, also Kolasinac, he's a beast on FIFA 20. It's really good using the Arsenal on career mode. Sorry. But I would try it out, but you know, don't just make 3 or 4 massive signings in the first season and completely change the squad. This is a really good realistic career mode to do, a really good realistic one. Try and make semi-decent signings and not many of them, and as you get your way up, maybe you can build a pretty world-class team within 4 seasons. Ruining the feel of this Arsenal core squad is not a good idea. But in saying that, they've got players with such good potential like Willock, Saka, Smith Rowe, Maitland-Niles, Guendouzi. They've got Torreira, they've got Bayern, they've got Tierney, they've got Holding. They've got so many good young players and heaps that I've already forgotten about. So if you really wanted to, you could probably make an Arsenal career mode where you just kind of bring Nketiah back, make nearly a full squad with pretty much all your youngsters. Maybe obviously sign a few people because they don't have, for example, a good young goalkeeper. Macy's like 25. But yeah, my point is that Arsenal is, in my opinion, the best team to do a career mode with on FIFA. I know a lot of YouTubers, Jared HD, GH, etc., have done Arsenal career modes on YouTube. So again, I can't put my finger on it, but it's just a really good career mode to do. If you like doing career modes the style, the way that I do, Arsenal is the best for you, bro. So thank you very much for watching this, guys. If you have enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys most likely in the next episode of the Spurs career mode, but if not, I'll see you in the next video.